Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Diamond Painting with Anxiety. I'm Karen. So, since the time that I first started my channel, this was a series that I had always planned on starting. I think I did like maybe one video early on and just kind of lost track of it. But I feel like it's just time to start this. I've been thinking a lot lately about self-care. And even in regards to my channel, there's some things that I need to kind of start doing in order to practice some good self-care. So I want to start a new series called Self-Care Sunday. The paintings that I'm going to be working on Sundays is going to be a big, huge part of that. But the other thing I want to do, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you may know that I have worked in the treatment industry for almost 12 years now. I'm a substance use disorder counselor. I'm also a certified life coach. And there's stuff that I have done with my clients for years. I know it started out early on in my life when I developed some of this stuff for myself based on little bits and pieces I learned from all over. And I know that my life just is a lot better when I do these things, but it's so easy to let go of. So I'm hoping by doing this Self-Care Sunday that it might be fun for you guys to watch. You might learn something along the way. If you'd love to kind of join in whatever way you want to do that, that would be awesome. And we'll do a whip and chat and just kind of talk about things. So maybe it'll be fun. So that's what my plan is. Before we get into the painting, I want to tell you a little bit about how I'm going to work this self-care program for myself. So first of all, I am using my Coffee in the Morning Makes Me Happy Traveler's Notebook that was made for me by the famous Shanda Panda right here in sunny Southern California. She made this for me as a gift, maybe getting close to about a year ago, and I absolutely love it. I've used it a little bit, but I had always kind of planned on, saving it to do this series. So, let's get started with that. So kind of the way I've worked with myself, like I said, I kind of developed this for myself years ago, about, I think 14 years ago, and I've used it with lots and lots of clients. It's based on a tracking system for things that are healthy and positive in all areas of our life. So what that looks like is, now this is in pencil. Let me try and zoom in for a minute. Look away from the camera for a second because this might be a little bumpy. Okay, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I may have to just kind of hold it up. Okay, I wrote this in pencil, but come on, focus. So it's gonna be a little tough to read. But I took 2 notebook pages, and down here I wrote all of the different life areas. So those life areas are soul work, which is kind of like your spiritual beliefs or, whatever it is that makes you feel connected, centered, those kinds of things. It might be prayer, meditation, it might be church attendance, whatever works for you. There's health. Let's see. Right here I have health. I have key relationships. So for some people that might be, if you're married or in a relationship with a significant other. For me in my particular situation, that would probably be Wyatt. There's family, work, time management, environments, social, money, leisure, service, and mind. So those are the major life areas. And how this works is you set a goal for each life area. Now, in the past, what I would have done was set goals for all 12 life areas and kind of overwhelmed myself. I'm not going to do that this time. I started out with one goal, and that goal is in my health area, and it's no coffee after 4 or more times. It's really important when you're trying to start a new habit or achieve a self-care goal like this that you be realistic. Now, here's my thinking. I don't sleep very well. I actually have a sleep disorder. And on top of that, I'm drinking coffee until 10 or 11 o'clock at night. Because I have the sleep disorder, and what it is I don't go into the REM stages of sleep ever. I stay in twilight sleep. So I'm always tired. So I'm always drinking caffeine. But then because of the caffeine, I don't sleep as well, and I wake up every 1 to 2 hours. So I want to see if cutting down on my coffee will help. And my thought is if I start with this health goal, it's going to affect all these other ones and make it those a little bit easier to work on. But as I said, it's really important that we be realistic. So I'm drinking coffee till late at night, 7 nights a week. So for me to say, okay, I'm just not going to do it ever again, that might set me up for failure. So what I said was no coffee after 2 p.m., 4 or more nights per week. And then we start a tracking sheet. It's really, really easy to make these. All you do is take them and fold them over 3 times like that. Once you do that, you can take a pencil or a pen and draw in your lines. See the lines there? And at the top you just write Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now, depending on what the goal is, and for me you can even track by using a highlighter which days you want to do that. And then as you go through the week, if you do it, you check it off. Now, what I want to use this, I'm lazy, so I want to use this for a month. So on the first week, I'll, check it, make a mark this way, and then the next week I'll make it look like an X, and then I'll go down this way, and then finally that way. So in 4 weeks, I'll have what kind of looks like a star if I'm successful in doing it every day, or at least 4 times a week. I'll have what looks like stars, and I'll be able to use this tracking sheet for an entire month. Now, I wrote mine in pencil just because I'm just getting going. I might want to change things a little bit, but you can, do this in ink. This is the way I teach my clients to do this because most of us always have sheets of notebook paper or a notebook around. So with my clients, again, I want to set them up for success. I don't want them to have to go, print something or, sometimes it's just really important when we're trying to grow to keep things simple. So my goal and my commitment to you guys for my Self-Care Sunday is to really, really work on not drinking coffee after 2 p.m. 4 or more days per week. We always say, when we set an Ember goal, we always say 4 or more, because I might do it 5 nights. I might do it 6. I might do it all 7. So it doesn't limit me. We have to be very careful how we talk to ourselves because, we can set ourselves up for self-fulfilling prophecies. But, so we want to give ourselves room to excel. But also, we have to keep in mind, I might blow it. I might only do it 1 or 2 nights a week or 3 or whatever. But that's still more progress than I did this week. So that's one of the reasons why I wrote these in pencil, in case I need to change it a little bit. So that's my plan for Self-Care Sunday. That's my commitment to you guys. It's going to be really tough for me. I am really addicted to caffeine. I'm going to, when I finish this video, I'm going to make myself a huge pot of, it's not of an iced tea that I really like that's herbal. And it's really yummy. Gosh, what is it called? Passion flower tea. I'm going to make a huge pot of that mixed with some sugar-free lemonade. And instead of having coffee in the evenings and afternoon, I can heat that up and have a cup of tea and not get the caffeine. And we'll see how I do. Like I said, I may excel, I may blow it, but if I even do this one night this week, that's better than I did last week. So that's my goal for Self-Care Sunday. Next week I'll update you guys and let you know how I did. So the other piece of this is I've been thinking a whole lot lately about, it feels like it's already holiday time to me. Or the holidays are fast approaching. And part of the reason why is I'm really excited to start drills and chills in September. I have actually 3 projects I want to do for Halloween this year. I know that it's almost August, so my thinking is going, it's almost August, then it's going to be September, then I'm going to have to do those Halloween projects. Then I've got the Thanksgiving projects I want to do. Hang on, I got to get some coffee. My throat's getting a little froggy. Then I have my Thanksgiving projects. Then I'm sure I'll want to do something for somebody for Christmas. And I've got Christmas canvases I want to do. And so I know from last year what ends up happening from about September on, I start feeling all this pressure. And it's self-imposed. You know, I always bite off more than I can chew. I want to participate in all the stuff that's going on in the community because it's fun. But I get all screwy in my head. And then what happens is by about the beginning of December, I'm feeling like I'm just diamond painting is just a job. And I've got all this pressure to get all these things done. And I remember last year, I felt like I wasn't diamond painting just for me anymore. So at least on Sundays, and I don't know if I may work on this one throughout the month of August because I really like this canvas, but at least on Sundays from now until the beginning of the year, the other thing I'm going to commit to myself and to you is that I'm going to work on things that really make me happy. I'm going to set aside one day a week. I don't like to have lots of projects going, but I may try that this fall and holiday season because last month I felt a lot of pressure. So I'm starting a new project that I'm really excited about. I got this quite some time ago. I think I did an unboxing. I'll look and try to link it. I'll also see if I can, if it's still available, and if so, I'll post the link down below. But that is the image. One of the reasons that I'm so excited about starting this canvas is because when I saw this on AliExpress, I instantly knew that I had to purchase it because probably 14 years ago, I did this image as a paint by numbers. It was the second paint by numbers, I believe. Not the second. No, I had completed other ones. But it was the second paint by numbers that I had completed as part of my own self-care and recovery program. I'm going to do a whole video where I talk about that a little bit more. And spoiler alert, when I do put that video up, I'm going to show you a completed paint by numbers that I did and explain to you why I am so positively sure to the depths of my soul that hobbies can save people's lives. So be looking forward to that. But for now, I just want to get started with this image. So I think I'm going to zoom you back out a little bit. It's always so tough in here in my room. Let's see. My space is so limited. I think, okay, there we go. So I'm going to start up here on this end. This image, boy, my throat's just really froggy. This image is a round. It does have, it came with an inventory sheet. You already saw that. It has 39 colors. It, oh, I already said it, it's round. It's 40 by 60. This is just slightly larger than the paint by numbers I did, so I'm really curious to see how this image turns out as opposed to the paint by numbers I did years ago. I wish I still had it. I made it for my sister. It went with her house decor at the time, but you know, quite honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably gotten rid of it by now. If I could get that to focus. This has a lot of lace in it, a lot of white lace. So I'm not sure how this is going to turn out in this size. But, you know, for me, I don't, maybe particularly with this particular project, I don't care how it turns out. It's about the process. It's about me. It's about how I feel when I'm diamond painting and creating something. So I'm really excited. One thing, this canvas does have the dummy circles. Let's see if I can, oh, lighting's horrible. It does have dummy circles on it, and the backgrounds are really, really light for a lot of this. So, I don't know. We'll see how this works. I think I'm definitely going to need to use my light pad. But I'm excited, you guys. Let's get some drills dropped on this canvas. Hopefully on this canvas and not on the floor. Since I was talking about holidays, I'll use a little holiday gift card because I always put a, let's see, let me make sure you can see what I'm doing. I always use a old gift card or store card or something like that to line up my drills on my edges. So this is a round. Rounds are not my favorite, but if I remember right, I could only get this at the time in rounds. So like I said, we're just gonna go with it and see how this one turns out. The other thing I like about using these cards like this is it gives me a nice small section to work on at a time. So I kitted up fast and lazy way in my tower storage containers so that this project I can just get started. So what I did was, for example, my first color is going to be A, which is 13, 452. So I just come here to my tower and I find 13, pull it out, open it up, 452, there's my drills, and I just kit up as I go. So all of these have the right number drill in it. Sorry for the crinkling, just kind of part of the process, unfortunately. Let's see if I got those all open. And of course I spilled. I usually do this into my tray, but I don't know. I'm trying to, you know, trying to do 17 things at once, and I'm spilling them everywhere. Trying to do 17 things at once, considering I'm, you know, doing a whip and chat, filming a video, trying to work on diamond painting, kitting up. Usually this goes much smoother. That's why I love kitting up the fast and lazy way. And let me tell you about these containers. I, this weekend, have been working on the Diamond Painting Path project canvas. And that's in a couple of different container, storage containers. One is Harbor Freight. One is the lockables. And let me tell you, I am so spoiled using these. These are so easy if you have confetti. You just pull them out. You can drill right out of the containers because it's so big. These things hold a massive amount of drills. So that path project, of course, we've been working on it since April of 2019. So it's been kitted up for a long time. And at the time, I just kind of had to use whatever was big enough to hold everything. But I'm so spoiled. It was so hard working out of those craftables and the Harbor Freight containers that I'm really tempted to go and buy another set of these just for the path project. That painting only has 27 colors, so I would really only need one more tower, so I'm considering it. Yay! First drill is down! I'm so excited. So yeah, I don't necessarily enjoy doing rounds all that much. I much prefer squares, just because I feel like I'm a little bit better at them. For whatever reason, I started out with squares. Rounds, particularly if they have dummy circles, I don't know. You would think the dummy circles would make it easier for me, but no, sometimes they show, particularly on light colors. My drill placement is not the greatest in the entire world. I mean, let's face it, but I try to be loving and kind to myself. There are people out there that do a much better job of getting their drills straight, but again, you know, I don't care. It's about the process for me. So that's the important part. I'm so excited to be working on this, you know, and like I said, that's part of this. That has to be part of this whole self-care thing for me for the rest of the year is doing things that I'm excited about. Not that I'm not excited to work on, you know, the drills and chills projects I have for Halloween, because I want to make some cool decor here for the shelter and for my daughter and my grandkids and all of that. But I'm excited to do that. But when you, like I said, when you feel all this self-imposed pressure, and like I said, it's self-imposed. Nobody else cares how many pieces I create before the holiday comes. But you know, when you feel that kind of pressure, it just makes it really difficult to remember why you love this craft so much. So we'll see. I think it's going to be really important that I do things for me. There have been so many changes in my life this year, with my grandson coming, with, you know, for all of us working from home, you know, the COVID-19 thing. Yeah, it's been a year, and I've done a lot of really positive things, made a lot of progress in a lot of areas of my life, but I'm just feeling like I'm in that place where if I start to focus on myself a little bit more, I'll be even more effective at kind of, you know, being able to add positive things to other people's lives. So that's my plan. So yay, you guys, we are making some progress on this piece already. So this is, let's see, what color is this? I already told you that it's 452, a really pretty sort of shell pink color. It's the background. I think why this is going to be so fun is I remember, you know, spending all those hours doing paint by numbers. When I show you the paint by numbers, I will, you know, talk about this a little bit, but I loved doing paint by numbers. It was very, just like diamond painting, it was very therapeutic for me. I kind of like the instant gratification that I feel like I get with diamond painting. It's a little bit more like instant gratification. Yes, it's some work, but to complete some of my paint by number projects would take, you know, some of them took like a year and a half or 2 years to complete, believe it or not. And as you guys know, diamond painting's not like that. You know, this project in particular is a round, so it's going to go pretty quickly. I do all multi-placing, all single placing when I work on my rounds, because like I said, I just feel like I'm not quite as good at them as I am with squares. Squares just kind of line themselves up and lock into place, so I do all single placing with rounds. But I lost my train of thought. I do all single placing to try and get the best results I possibly can. So see, it's going to drive me nuts. I'm already seeing where my, you know, those dummy circles are showing a little bit. Okay, Karen, don't be a perfectionist. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's okay. It's about the process. This is Self-Care Sunday. So yeah, if you guys would like to join me and, like, you know, maybe try to work on a self-care goal of your own this week, I would love to have you do that. You know, you can post something in the comment section below. You know, you could do the same, you know, goal, self-care goal that I'm working on if it's something that applies to you. Or you can just watch and support me. You know, good Lord knows I need absolutely all of the support I can get. And we all do. You know, our self-care is so important. And I think sometimes we have more focus on that than others. And you know, the other thing I wanna do with this series is, you know, as we go through here, is kind of talk about what self-care actually is. Self-care is not all about taking bubble baths and lighting candles. That can be an important part of it. And for some people, it's a very almost vital part of it, you know, things like that. But self-care is about a lot more than that. Self-care is doing things like, you know, paying our bills on time. And for some people, that's a struggle. Keeping our environments neat and tidy. You know, keeping track of our goals and our work projects and good time management. And, you know, sometimes doing good self-care is doing things like, you know, getting our taxes done, or, you know, stuff that people would normally think are, you know, horrible tasks that need to be done. Sometimes those are the most important acts of self-care we can do. And we just have a tendency to sometimes not recognize that they are important self-care acts. And it's important, particularly when something's difficult for us to do, that we celebrate the fact that we did that thing and we put that effort into making sure our lives are healthy, happy, and whole. So, you know, that's another thing that I hope to talk about in the coming weeks. So I think this is going to be a kind of short whip and chat, because I do have some other things to do today. I've already recorded one video. I recorded a path project video. You'll be seeing that. I think I've got that one scheduled for Tuesday, so be looking forward to that for Tuesday. But I also want to get this one, you know, edited and put up for today, because That's the other thing that I really want to do in so many areas of my life is just, I have a tendency to be a procrastinator. So I want to work on that. So I want to get this up and going, and then, you know, I could spend the week working on my goal that I set for myself, and, you know, put some time and effort into thinking about what I want to work on next week, what I want to share with you guys, you know, that kind of stuff. So I think I'll place a few more of these beautiful shell pink drills, and one more. I'm going to place one more, and then I'm going to let you go. Short and sweet and to the point. No worries, I will definitely get back to working on this at some point today, because this is my self-care Sunday and I'm super excited. So excited about this piece, so excited you got to watch me start it. Very excited and grateful for your support. If you're new here, I would love to have you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when I post videos. If you're a regular here, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for all the support you give me. And I want to remind you guys, we can change lives one drill at a time, just like that. Even if it's just our own, because when we change our lives, the entire world around us has to change. So that's it for today, you guys. Thanks for watching. Take good care of yourself today and all week. I'll see you guys really soon.